Mindfulness exercise number 1, watching the breath. This first technique of watching the breath has several important potential effects. The first is, like all of the other mindfulness techniques, it can have a very calming effect on us. But also, when we try to focus our attention just on the breath, we become aware of how thoughts are always coming up in our mind. And when we become aware of that, we're able to get a little bit of a sense of detachment from those thoughts. We might perceive them more as mental events, transient, temporary things, rather than the truth. Some of our thoughts are silly and inconsequential, or untrue, unhelpful. Another effect is a greater sense of connection with our body as we just observe the basic physical function of breathing. And for some people, this can provide a sort of a bridge so that they can become more aware of their breathing when they're upset, when they're affected by emotions like fear or anger or sadness. If we become aware that our breath has become quicker and shallower because we're afraid, we can kind of make an effort to just deepen and slow our breathing, and this can itself just have a calming impact on us. So being aware of how we're breathing can be very helpful. So, watching the breath, the first thing we need to do is to sit in a comfortable position. And I say sit in preference to lying down. The problem with lying down can be that particularly if we're a bit tired, we can tend to fall asleep. So in general, for these mindfulness techniques, it's better to be sitting upright in a chair. The other thing to be aware of is that you'll be less tired if your back is well supported. So try to sit in a chair that gives you good back support, particularly around the lower or lumbar region of the spine. Now this practice we're going to do for about 10 minutes, but of course if you wish you could continue the technique for substantially longer. You can sit and observe the breath for 20 or even 30 minutes if you're comfortable in doing so. So having made ourselves comfortable in the chair, close your eyes and just become aware of yourself sitting here in the chair. Just be aware of the feel of your body. Place your hands either on your knees or just folded in your lap. Feet flat on the floor. And now just focus your attention on that area between the upper lip and the nostrils. Just become aware of that subtle sensation of the breath as it moves in through the nostrils and out again. Just following the sensation in through the nostrils. Just be aware of the chest rising and falling. Just keeping your attention gently focused on each breath. From the very start of the in-breath, just observing each moment of the in-breath, that little pause before the out-breath, then watching the breath moving out, and again that little gap before the next in-breath. Not trying to change your breathing in any way, not trying to make it deeper or slower or quicker, just observing the body breathing. If your mind wanders off, if you find you've started thinking about something else, just gently bring your attention back again to this moment, that sensation of the breath. If you become aware the mind's wandered off, just gently bring it back again to the breath. Just watching the breath. Just focus your attention just on the very edge of the nostrils, the sensation of the breath as it moves into the nostrils. You might feel a slight sensation of coolness on the in-breath. And perhaps a little sensation of warmth on the out breath. Now focusing your attention on the rising and falling of the chest with each breath. Bringing your attention back again to that area just on the above the upper lip, just at the edge of the nostrils. Just observing that sensation of the breath as it moves in and out. Now just becoming aware of the sense of your body just sitting in the chair. Becoming aware of your feet on the floor, your hands and arms. Just taking a long deep breath in and out again. And just taking your time to open your eyes again.